What is up, my knights? Welcome back to the channel where I keep it real and I'm bringing the hype for cartoons. If you are ready for some epic content, make sure to subscribe and like and subscribe and join my kingdom of the knights. And yeah, Discord is under repairs right now, and I am under a lot of, and I've been dealing with a lot of stuff. So sorry about the less uploads about cartoons. I see how that's getting a little bit of traction, so it's a start. So we're gonna be talking about cartoons today. So let's get it. Okay, so the show we're going to be talking about today is this show I watched called Amphibia. If you guys are not familiar with the show Amphibia is a animated adventure comedy series that was created by Matt Bradley, I don't know how to say his name, for Disney Channel. It follows a story technically it follows a story about a girl named Ann Boon Choi, who is a 13-year-old Thai American girl. And along with her two friends, Sasha Waybright and Marcy Wu. They both get trapped magically into a world called Amphibia after stealing a music box called the Calamity Box. Okay, let me give you guys the storyline overview, because here's how it's gonna go. So how it goes in this show is that Anne finds herself in a world full of anthropomorphic frogs, anthropomorphic frogs, and toads and newts. She's taken in by Sprig Planter, who is a young and adventurous frog, along with his family, Hopadiah Planter, and Polly, their Sprig's tadpole sister. As Anne adjusts in her life in Amphibia, she learns important lessons about friendship, bravery, and self-discovery. Meanwhile, her friends Sasha and Marcy have landed in totally different parts of Amphibia. Sasha aligns herself with a powerful toad army, while Marcy ends up working for this toad this frog you would end up seeing later on in the show, named King Andreas, who is the ruler of Amphibia. As which the story has been unfolded, and discovers that King Andreas has a sinister plan involving the Calamity Box, which holds ancient power. It could threaten both Amphibia and Earth. The series is divided into 3 seasons. Season 1 focuses on Anne adapting to Amphibia and enjoying her bonding time with the Planters. Meanwhile, Season 2 follows up with Anne and the Planters and the journey to Utopia when she reunites with Marcy and learns more about the Calamity Box. And Season 3 takes Anne and her friends back to only Amphibia and takes them to Earth and goes back to Amphibia to battle King Andreas and the greater cosmic threat. And this show, and what I like about the show is the show blends a lot with the humor and the action, the emotional storytelling, and epic conclusion about growth, friendship, and responsibility. Let me just get one thing a little bit clear about Season 1. Season 1, Sasha and Anne did reunite, but what ends up happening is that Sasha was trying to manipulate Anne to join her, but Anne was realized that she was being toxic and ended up winning a battle with Toad Tower, where Anne and Sasha were fighting, and Anne defeats Sasha, and Sasha falls over the tower after it got exploded. But she survives, and the tower collapses, and Anne finally sees Sasha for a person who she really is. Let me share one thing. I'm gonna show y'all a clip about this show. That there's the character named Grime. Grime is the frog. He's a General Grime. He is one of the reasons. He's the one person who took Sasha in. Even though I did not like him throughout the whole series, he was a great villain. He was able to check Sasha in this clip that I'm about to roll right now. So hold it.
Look, I know why I'm upset. I'm upset because I lost the duel at Toad Tower, aka the biggest fight of my life.
Oh, please! You're not upset because you lost the fight! You're upset because you lost your friend! You're upset that Anne stood up to you, and that things between you will never be the same again.
You don't know what you're talking about!
Sasha, look out!
When I watched that part of this episode, I'm not gonna specify because I'm not trying to spoil it for you guys. I felt for I understood what Grime was saying. I was only 12 when I saw this episode. I was like, yo, he's spitting true facts, because it was just crazy. If you watch the whole entire series, if you see the way Sasha is, it's just insane to me how Grime was for a frog, for like a frog with a temper tantrum. He can tell what was bothering Sasha the whole time, and that's what I like so much about it. So that's also about it. And now we're gonna get to season 2. Season 2 is when I'm not gonna show any more photos, so I'm just gonna explain it. Season 2 is when Anne and the Planners, is when we get more about the Calamity Box, and not only that, we learn about King Andreas and Oliver's help return from home, 3 colored gems, this and that, and which ones contain powerful energies. And meanwhile, Sasha and Grime is trying to overthrow Andreas throughout this whole entire series. And the season has a climax into Newtopia, and where Anne and Marcy the Planners discovers that Andreas is a betrayal, and Marcy brought them to Amphibia on purpose. I'm just gonna leave it from there, but hoping that they could all live it together. But I'm not gonna explain what happened to Marcy, because I'm not that type of person. I'm not gonna spoil it. Season 3 goes crazy. I'm telling y'all, like, Amphibia is actually one of my favorite shows to watch. I'm pretty sure you should watch it. And the theme and legacy for it, I'm just gonna give it to y'all right now. Anne learns independence and leadership. Sasha redeems herself and stops being controlling. Marcy realizes the dangers of escapism. And the reason why I personally think you guys should watch is because of the amazing character development in the show, and how Anne, Sasha, and Marcy have grown in meaningful ways. And Anne goes from being a dependent to a strong leader. Also, Sasha has one of the best redemption arcs in all of Disney XD, I believe. Marcy's story also, and Marcy hits hard as well, and she used in fantasy, and especially when she uses fantasy for an escape. So that's why. The world of Amphibia is actually full of cool and rich creatures. That's also what I like about the show, is the unique character building and the lore behind it. And each area which you have is Wardwood, Newtopia, Toll Towers. It has its own charm and history, and you get the mix of fantasy and sci-fi and the humor, which also makes it exciting. The third thing about it is the perfect blend of comedy and action, because of how much you get off of the hilarious moments, and how serious stakes are at emotional depth. And the action scenes, especially in later seasons, they get so cinematic and intense. And also the final battles about it, it's just something about it. It has the best animation. The emotional and satisfying stories behind it is that the relationships in the main trio of these characters are real and relatable, and the theme of friendship and change and moving on, it hits hard, especially when y'all see the finale. Trust me, the ending may be bittersweet, but it's well done. And if you like these shows, then I'm gonna talk about other shows that I've seen and why you should watch this. Like, y'all usually know my channel for Gravity Falls, and I'm gonna make a video about that next. I just need the time and prep, and I'm busy with school and stuff, so I'm gonna give y'all a couple more reasons why y'all should watch Amphibia. Another reason, the villains are actually threatening. King Andreas actually starts off real intimidating, but he is like every other villain, and he conquers multiple dimensions. And the core, and there is other villains like the core, and that's a terrifying hive mind, which I will let y'all watch by yourselves. The calamity powers and the action scenes will be epic, because all three characters get their own superpowered form and calamity gems and how they use their power. And the final battle with Andreas in the core is beautifully animated. Like, bro, y'all gotta watch this. I'm not gonna show y'all, but y'all gotta watch it. It's beautifully animated. And it's full of high stakes and action in the emotional way. And the way and let's just say Anne sacrifices herself for this powerful moment. I'm just gonna leave that there. And another thing is how the comedy is just genuinely funny, and how the show never takes itself too seriously, and there's plenty of hilarious moments. And it's like and Polly and Sprague are the slapstick of humor. Hop Hop got a good old whimsical humor, and then you got the even serious when Sasha and Andreas get funny. And unlike many rushed finales, Amphibia actually sticks to landing. The time skip shows the characters moving forward and keeping their bond, and it gives the closure Wall-E fans sense with nostalgic appreciation like myself. My final verdict why you should watch is because if you love shows with engaging characters, a rich fantasy world, epic battles, or probably emotional storytellings, comedies that actually land with you guys, this is a satisfying and well-planned ending, then you should definitely watch Amphibia. Recommended from me, The Dreaded Night. It starts off simple, but it becomes actually became one of Disney's best modern anime histories. So this is how I'm gonna end it off. Thank you guys for watching and listening to me. Please make sure to like and subscribe. Thank you guys for 7K. You guys mean a lot to me. I'm almost at 10K, so let's just keep that train going. Choo choo. My name is Dreaded Night. Stay medieval, my friends.
Yachty Guerrero, I'm stacking a fortune. I latch it